The next thing we're going to talk about is turtle, which is here basically. When you're down, you're tucked, and you might well ask yourself, why on earth would you want to end up there? Well, you don't really want to end up there for the most part, but you're going to end up there. A couple of examples. If we're here and I'm shooting in for a double leg takedown and he sprawls on me, well, basically at this point, I'm in turtle. If I'm trying to do a shoulder throw in judo, and we're here, and basically I end up in turtle. We already covered how you might use the turtle to avoid having your guard passed, or how you might end up in turtle when you're escaping from side mount. So it is a position that you'll end up in again and again. It's important to keep in mind that the goal of me having him in turtle is twofold. Either I want to choke him out here, or maybe arm lock him, or take his back and choke him out there, or maybe arm lock him. But I'm attacking his neck here, mainly, and I'm attacking to get rear mount. Those are my two big options. So now, let's say you've stabilized the top position in turtle here. We're here, I've got the over-under, I've got my bottom knee in, it could be my top knee, this technique doesn't matter so much, and I want to progress, I want to move to the next stage. Well, here's a good way, it's a very powerful way to get to rear mount. I'm here, I'm going to push his head slightly this way. It's kind of a can opener type motion. Because he's a guy, once I push into him, he's going to push back. I push into him, as he pushes back, I'm going to hop this foot in, and I'll show you this from the other side too. I fall back on my side, and I kick my leg underneath. Here. Now, depending on whether it's gi or no gi, depending on how he's defending, I can choke him out right here, or I can work to get the second hook in. Oftentimes, as I'm attacking with this second hook, and he's defending with his arms, I can start attacking the choke or other chokes. If we're here, I'm fighting for this, he's blocking my foot. I can start going to a variety of lapel chokes and catch him. I'm going to show that from a different angle so that you can see how the legs work. Okay. So here we are. We're on the side, I've got the over-under, and I'm pushing into his head. When I sense that the time is right, I'm going to do my slide. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this leg out and pop that leg in. Basically, no, come here please. See his shin, I'm going to put my shin along here. I'm going to do two things at the same time. I'm going to pull him this way, and I'm going to kick this leg under. I'm going to go here. Except I won't be lying on my side holding his belt. I'm going to be here. I'm going to push into him. This bottom hook takes precedence over this top hook. And then I start fighting for here. If he's silly enough and gives me that as I'm trying to get the hook in, I can choke him out with just one hook. Or ideally, I get the second hook in as he switches back up here. And now I choke him out and get rear mount at the same time. To show what this movement is, I'm going to show it without a partner. We're here, and I've got the under over. Excuse me, I've got the under over. The bottom hand grabs the top wrist. I'm going to put my hands on the ground so I can show the movement. The movement is here. Here, here. So if we do it on Dawn, we're here, under over, bottom hand grabs the top wrist, push into him. Here, here, get rear mount. The companion transition to that is if I can't pull him towards me. Maybe his base is too good, he knows what's up, I'm here, I've tried, and it didn't work, and he manages to get back onto his knees. That's okay. I am keeping my sternum glued to his chest. As long as I'm here, I'm going to be pretty much okay. So I'm here, and it didn't work. I'm pulling, I'm pulling, I'm pulling. I can jump over his body here and roll him. I keep on rolling him until I get the original hook that I wanted, my left hook, in. Let's show that from a different angle. We're here. I wanted my left foot in, but I tried, it didn't work. So instead, I'm going to jump over and roll him right over top of me. You see that this left foot is now in. Now my right foot can go in, and I can start working for the rear mount and the attacks from the rear mount. Another option you should be aware of when you're fighting someone in turtle is that you can roll them over and pin them in one of the other positions. Here's a turnover that doesn't work too often in judo, but because guys are so paranoid about you taking their back, in jiu-jitsu it works quite well. I'm here, I'm going to capture his arm here. I'm going to capture the bottom of his tricep. I'm going to take my other hand and come through and also have it on the tricep. From here I'm going to suck this in and drive with my chest, basically to side mount. If I want, I even have a choke here. Let's come back. We're here, come across, and drive. I come underneath the head here. I have his arm trapped. I can choke him out right there. Another simple turnover when the guy's turtle is to grab the material at the knee and grab the material at the far sleeve, right near the elbow. From here, I'm going to push into him a little bit, and I'm going to pop up. From here, I simply stand up, pull him this way, and knee on belly. It's this kind of motion. It's almost like a clean and jerk, or a high pull, and you're standing up, you're using the power of your legs and your back. It's not high tech, but if you catch your opponent with this, it's very effective. And now you can go to the dreaded knee on belly technique.